James, let's talk about what exactly For Honor is.
Sure.
So, For Honor is a third-person sort of action game. It's team-based.
Round
Uh,
one.
right now, he's playing a solo one-on-one match, and basically what it is you're one of three factions: Vikings, Samurai, or Knights. And it's super rad. Like, you have four classes. You have the heavy guy. You have the really aggressive attacker. You have the defender. Right now, James is playing the Raider, which is sort of the two-handed axe, sort of really heavy, aggressive, hard-hitting, does a lot of disabling crowd control stuff.
The AI are pretty tough in this game, I have to say.
And he's getting his butt handed to him right
That's
now,
true.
I'm afraid.
I'm just gonna go ham. That's the
oh,
that's
push
the
him up,
trick.
push him
I
up.
can't. I don't have my bindings set. My bindings are not
Just-
set.
Push him up! Kill him, James!
Yes.
Nice
round
job.
one win.
And so really, that's what it is. It's two teams go at each other, and then you get into like these sort of rock, paper, scissor fights of attacks and blocks and unblockable attacks and guard breaks, and it's actually really, really deep. Like, it seems simple on the surface, but there's this there's a directional sort of block and attack, left, right, or up. In addition to all those different things that you can throw in there that I was just mentioning. So you get combos, and there are things, some advanced moves that you're seeing right now. You get things like parries and guard breaks and counters, and then you have throws and unblockable attacks like what James just did there. And then later on, you have this sort of morale system and revenge system, and then you also have special abilities that you unlock as you level up your character in the match.
The special abilities are. Whoop.
Oh,
There we go. Good
nice
dodge.
dodge.
Special abilities are only for the
Dominion mode.
right.
Which
correct.
is sort of like a 3 capture point like domination mode. Alright, James. You
Man,
gotta-
I wish I remember what the default key for the push is.
You gotta focus. Is it E?
Might be.
I
We'll
bet
find
it's
out.
E.
Q or E.
I think it is E because I mean I've been using a
Round
controller,
three.
but playing on PC.
Oh, you know what? It's middle mouse. That's what it is.
It's
I remember.
It's probably not E then.
I rebound it. Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
I rebound it because that bind is silly.
What are you rolling? What are you doing? So James just stunned him, and what he's gonna do right now is try to push him with a guard break, and then when you guard break, you can grab
Oh,
someone
see ya.
and throw him.
So basically, the AI just tend to spam attacks more so than the players, and they kind of have this logic where they're generally pretty difficult, but they have this logic where they don't tend to block stuff.
Yeah.
They'll block like 1 of 3 attacks. So
They
you
are
kinda
very
just
much
have to
like
spam.
all in.
Yeah. And basically what happens is when you're in a 4v4 match and one person disconnects or what have you, it gets replaced by an AI. And as a result, they're actually somewhat challenging. You can also do these awesome executes, which actually have a purpose beyond just looking cool. They give you health back.
Yeah, they a little
to your character.
restorative. And you can, when you kill somebody with a power attack, you get the chance to execute them, and you can choose from like 1 or 2 options. And actually, you can go into your character customization and
Sure.
buy new executions as well. So there's a level of customization in the game too, which we'll get into a little bit later. Servers permitted.
So the Raider, in particular, is a very interesting character who he's a lot like the Warden, but he has this thing where you can hold down both the light and heavy attack buttons, and if you chain that into any combo, he'll do this big unblockable attack that you need to dodge. And my God, it just stomps people who are new to the game
Yeah,
because
and
it's very difficult to react to it before you're done.
Yeah, you really have to dodge out of the way. And it's tough when you're just getting into the game. But like, here's this chain progression you can do: RB, 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 which are light strike, light strike, light strike. But like James was saying, you can then throw an unblockable at the end of that, which just kind of screws everything up. So obviously, you could Scavenge Gear. This is basically For Honor's microtransaction system. It doesn't. I don't know if you can purchase this currency yet or not.
Not yet, but I think you probably will be able to. If I had to make a guess, that could not be the case.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
I would imagine it would.
You
be.
might not, but odds are you probably will.
Yeah. Playing a bit of money.
Anyway, you also earn it in game, and you can use it to buy random gear, armor gear, weapon gear, or premium gear. I actually purchased.
Well, there you go, premium gear. That's
Well, it's.
I mean, it could just cost a lot.
It's a premium box. Like
yeah.
you get 5 pieces of random gear, and 1 gear is guaranteed to be better than the rest.
Sure.
It's like 700 steel, I think. I actually purchased one earlier this morning, and it was fine. Like there was some gloves and a hat, and there was a pommel for my axe that was a little better than the thing I used, but I didn't see anything.
Go to
super crazy.
customize. Let's just get into this and see if any of this stuff is loading. If you go down over to the character and then just click like arms, for instance,
Sure.
helm.
Well, that's his face.
So yeah, it looks well. Actually, I broke all those down. So what you can do is if you get duplicates of the same slot, you can feed it into another one basically, and you can see down there in the bottom right, behind that obscure sorry, we're working on it sign. There are these different stats that can roll. So the aesthetics are totally inconsequential. In fact, you can take one item and transmog it to look like another one, which means you can just make it look like the other one without taking its stats. And if you have one that you don't want, basically what you can do is feed it to the other one. So you go improve stats, and then you just pick them, and then you say, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so you kind of...
Do you want to break this down?
Sure, yeah, I don't care.
Improve the stats of this by dismantling the
Sure.
poorer version of it.
Yep. And then you'll see down there on the Rogan Hilt,
Well, it's not working.
the servers aren't working right now, but if they were, that XP bar would get to 2, and then we would get improved defenses, which is very cool.
Oh, here are your guards. So each sort of equipable portion of your character has multiple things that you can customize. So like your sword has 3 different parts. You'll find pieces of blades on the battlefield. You'll find pommels and guards. And the same, with your helmet, you can find helmets and then improve them as well.
And what I really like about the system, at least so far, because there may be these like special legendary traits, I don't know. But
Yeah.
what I like about it is there are all these stats that you're messing with that you can really personalize your own build. Really, you can kind of personalize your own build, but it's not so significant that you're going against an opponent and you have no idea what their build is. Like,
Yeah,
it's
just
the same character every time that you're fighting.
Yeah,
But-
like a sword isn't going to give, well, from what we know, a sword
Sure.
isn't going to give you a flaming backflip attack, but, it is going to say, hey, maybe you do a little more damage on blocks, so your character is very aggressive and starts hitting blocks.